friends, today we are going to study one of the very important topic of microbiology, and from here very frequently questions are asked in GATE exam. So today we'll study about culture media. Okay, so what are culture media? It's a simply a preparation. We use different component and we prepare it either in a solid or a liquid form, and we grow the microorganism, or we use these media to transport and store microorganism, right? Now we'll classify this media based on different types. Okay, so based on physical nature, if we have to classify, so it is liquid, semi solid or solid. Now based on chemical composition, it can be defined as either synthetic. Okay, in defined media the composition is known. Okay, whatever the chemical we are using, it is known, the quantity or the chemical formula is known. Now in complex media, here whatever the component we are using, all the components are of not known composition. Okay, for example, if you use yeast extract, okay, so or meat extract, so exact composition is not known, it's very complex. Okay, so these are the two way, based on physical nature, based on chemical composition, we can classify the media. Now based on the function, if we have to classify the media, so they can be of four type. First is the supportive media. So these are very general purpose media, so it can be used for any organism, like initial whatever we grow the microbes, so we use supportive media. Now in this supportive media, if you add any special chemical to grow any specific microorganism, then it becomes an enriched media. Okay, or we can call it as a fortified media. So these medias are used to grow fastidious microorganisms. So what is fastidious microbes? These are the organisms which require special components, special chemicals for their growth. Okay, so another media is the selective media. So it basically, what happens in enriched media, they will only allow the growth of microorganism, particular microbes, but they will not inhibit. But in selective media, they'll favor the growth of particular microbes, as well as they will also inhibit other microbes also. Fine. Now we'll see here the last last classification is the differential media. So in this media, they'll allow the growth of specific microbes, as well as they'll distinguish among different groups. Okay, so we this is a very important table. From here so many questions are asked, so we'll see, like selective media first of all. Okay, so in selective media different examples are there. The first one is the mannitol salt agar. Okay, this is used especially to for isolation of staphylococci, and mannitol salt agar is also a differential media. Remember this is an important point. Okay, now next is salmonella shigella agar, and the other one is bismuth sulfide agar. Now coming to the next category, differential media. So this one here, the example is EMB. This is very important. Most of the time they ask this question. So in EMB, which is eosin methylene blue agar, so here eosin and methylene are two dyes they use. So what it does, it differentiate between lactose fermenter and non-fermenter. Okay, so this question was last year, this was asked in GATE exam, like E. coli on EMB, like how will be the colonies will form. So here this E. coli will form the green metallic sheen colony, and other non-fermenter will form the colorless colony. Fine. Now another example of differential media is MacConkey agar. It is mostly used to differentiate Enterobacteriaceae member, especially gram negative, and it will inhibit gram positive bacteria. And in MacConkey they use the dye crystal violet. Fine. Now we'll see one of the most important class of differential media, that is blood agar. Okay, so in blood agar we'll see different hemolysis pattern, and based on this different hemolysis we can classify the organism. For example, the first category is alpha hemolysis. So they'll ask by giving any bacteria name, like for example if they give streptococcus pneumoniae, it will form which kind of hemolysis can be shown. So it is alpha hemolysis. So here what happened, it's a partial hemolysis, not complete breakdown of the blood cell, and here we can see a greenish to brownish halo around the colony. Okay, next one is beta hemolysis. Here complete lysis will occur, clearing effect will be seen in colonies, and the example is streptococcus aureus and streptococcus pyogenes. Another example is one group is like a staphylococcus species. They'll not cause any breakdown in the medium, so they are non-hemolytic class. Now another example is Hectoin enteric agar. So what it does is it increases the yield of Salmonella and Shigella, if just to increase it. Okay, so this also comes under differential media. Now some other media which is used to determine biochemical reaction are, these are some common example, like triple sugar iron agar, where they use different three different type of sugar like lactose, sucrose and glucose, and they'll see which will use all these three sugars. Then urease broth to detect urease enzyme in the citrate agar. Okay, so I think this much is enough for the GATE exam. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.